Good morning, everyone. It's me, Fly Lady Cat, with a Better Life with Cat, and today I'm here to give you peace in your life, control in your home, and to learn how to finally love yourself. So, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. It is about 57 degrees here in Northeast Jacksonville, Northeast Florida area. Our low is going to be in the 40s. I think we're really close to our high right now. So, getting cold, and it's raining. That's why it's such a watery light this morning. Hi, Yvonne. How are you this morning? Hope you're having a great day. Got 4 people on, so notifications must be going out. 7 people on. Awesome. All right. So why don't I go ahead and start talking about what the title is today, and then I'll greet everyone afterwards and answer questions. Okay, that's the plan. So hello everybody, and here we go. So, what are routines for children? You know, I talk about it every day. I tell you to get up in the morning, do your morning routine, and after that, put the children through their morning routine. So, what is the morning routine for children? It's super easy. It is get up, make your bed, whatever that may look like. No remaking the bed for the kids. Unless you have a real estate agent coming in to show your house, you leave that child's work as it is and respect it. As they get older and their fine motor skills get better, they'll make it nicely. Just for now, teach them to pull up the covers and put the pillows at the top of the bed if they want to put their doll on or their stuffed animal. Don't make it so difficult for them with lots of pillows, lots of stuffed animals, lots of blankets. Just make it easy, okay? Next, after they make their bed, they're going to wash their face and brush their teeth and wipe out the sink where they spit. You know how there's always that little ski slope of toothpaste or toothpaste slobber in the sink? That gets wiped out. So give them something to wipe it out with that's there all the time, that they know is there, and then teach them to hang their towel up, their face towel, their cloth, or throw the Lysol wipe in the garbage or whatever it is that you've given them to do. Next thing is they're going to put their clothes on. They're going to put their jammies away. If their pajamas are clean, you know, there's a myriad of things you can do with those as well. They can fold them and put them in their drawer. If that's too hard, how about just fold them over and stick them under their pillow? If they're dirty, put them in the laundry. Have a basket handy for them. Okay, so far they've made their bed, they've washed their face, they've brushed their teeth, they've wiped out their sink, they put their jammies away, they put on their clothes. Next, they're going to come to the kitchen. They're going to eat breakfast. That's the morning routine for a child, okay? A child can do that 7 years old on their own. They can. Anyone under 7 might need your help. Anyone under 3 will require you doing it, okay, with their help. But under 7, they're going to need your help. You're going to have to be right there. 7 or older, you're going to inspect what you expect, right? Okay. That's their morning routine. What is their before bed routine? Before bed routine looks like this. After everyone has helped in the kitchen, which yes, your children will do, age 4 and older will help you in the kitchen. Even a 3-year-old will enjoy it, but they won't really be helping. But a 4-year-old or older can help in the kitchen. 7 years old really can do a good job. They can do things you'd be surprised they can do. Next, then after that, you're going to let them go play, get before bedtime. They don't want to go straight from the dinner table to the bed. And if you're serving your dinner that late, you're doing yourself and your children an injustice. If there's absolutely no way around it because of your working hours, there's no way around it. Don't feel bad. But if you have plenty of time, if you're an at-home fly baby, or you work and you get off early enough that your children can have dinner and have some playtime, you want them to have that, right? And so while they're doing their playtime of at least 30 minutes, then you can do whatever you want to do. That's independent playtime. You might want to play with the kids, and that's fine too. Just remember, anything you do regularly becomes a routine with children, and they expect it every day. So whatever you're going to do, try not to make that a routine if you're playing with your kids, unless that you want it to be a routine, right? And you get to decide. You're the CEO of your whole house and your little family. All right, next thing we're going to do is make sure you give them a 30-minute warning. So if they just have 30 minutes left to play, then you're going to say, 30 minutes and we're going to start getting ready for bed. And then you set the timer on the stove but set it for 25 minutes and then give them a 5-minute final warning. Okay, we've got 5 minutes left. Start thinking about finishing your game or your show or whatever it is. And then when the 5 minutes is up, bedtime, time to go get ready for bed. Now here's their before bed routine. It's put their dirty clothes in the laundry. First, it's get their pajamas. Get their pajamas and underwear, whatever. Put that in the bathroom. Put their dirty clothes in the laundry. Take a bath or a shower or wash their hair. Brush their teeth. Hang up their towel. Wipe out the sink because they've spit the toothpaste again. And also teach them where these things go when they're done. Their toothbrush goes here or in here or over here, not just all over the place. So we're not going to have clutter all over the counter. It's going to be open space and easier for them to deal with because they can think, because they can see. It's just a sink and a faucet and their toothbrush and their toothpaste. That's it. Then it gets put away, right? So after that, if you have a little girl with long hair that needs help, you spray her with a detangler and comb her hair out. Make sure you inspect what you expect. If you have older children, many times my 8 and 9-year-olds have had their head smelled by me after they wash their hair, little boys, my grandchildren. I've smelled breaths. We have to do that. Inspect what you expect. And then you can't pull anything over on me. Go in there and rewash your hair. Get back in the shower. Go in there and brush your teeth. So eventually they'll know you're not going to let them get away with that. Then pick out a book. This is the final thing. Pick out a book. And then we're going to get in bed. Okay? So that is the routine for children. And you're going to read them a story either aloud to the whole audience, or you're going to read individually. Just remember, just one storybook, just one little nighttime book, not a gigantic chapter book. If you're reading a chapter book aloud, one chapter. Don't get yourself, I know you want to read it too, but you know what? What happens when you do it over and over again? It's a routine. They expect it every time. When you're exhausted, it's going to be miserable. I've fallen asleep in the bed reading book after book to my children, to have them putting their finger in my eye, looking in my mouth, Mommy, and I've been sound asleep. Don't do that to yourself. Also, if you're super tired, do your routine while they're playing for that 30 minutes. Do your before bed routine. Okay, so that's routines for kids. Let's talk real quick about your cleanup for after Christmas. So yesterday was make sure all the wrapping paper and things are put together and put away nicely. Today is put away all your gifts, all your kids' gifts. Put them all away if you haven't already done so. I'm not saying you have to do this today. I'm not saying you can't have already done this. I'm just saying, just to keep you on track, this will be the next step, logical step, okay? Now mine are done. Everything is done in my house except my tree is still up and my decorations are still up in the living room. All the other decorations have been put away and all my presents have been put away. That's the way I chose to do it. My tree will stay up till Christmas Eve. That's it. Okay, but that's my choice. I'm a CEO of my own home. You're the CEO of your own home. Just make sure that these things get done. Okay, I am now open for hellos, for questions, and I'll give answers. Or you guys, you guys have some great answers. So I look forward to your answers too. Also, I would appreciate it if you're enjoying this format, if you give me a thumbs up. Okay, Antonio said, Buenos dias. Hi, Antonia. How are you today? Good to see you. I look forward to your greeting. I do. I look forward to everyone's greetings. Anyone else? Lisa Aeo, good morning. Wisconsin Wellness from Wisconsin. Hello, Wendy from Wisconsin checking in. Hi, Wendy. Good to have you. Rachel McKee, still counting down. One more extended Christmas celebration on New Year's. Oh my goodness, how fun. Luann Beasley Williams, when will you do a video for hoarding husbands? That's a great question. And I will do a video for hoarding husbands. You might not like what I have to say. You may have heard me say it and other things, but I'll do one. How about tomorrow? Hoarding husbands, that'll be tomorrow. Okay. Brittany, thanks Larry for reposting that. Brittany Brooks, good morning. Christy Hunter, good morning. Beautiful lady to yourself. Jessica Nielsen, good morning from very cold, is that Nebraska? Yeah, that's Nebraska. Oh my goodness. Yikes. Hello from very cold Ontario. Marcia Brown. Hi. All right, 62 people on, 16 thumbs up. That's good. I appreciate that. Karen M. Hi, Kat. You like this format? Okay, good. Antonia, I've been very busy. I'm glad I can listen to you live today. I'm glad you can listen to me live today, too. Happy to have you on here with us. Lisa, I leave my tree up till New Year's Day, too. That's how I was raised, but taking down other decorations daily really makes less work all at once. Yeah, it does. Missy Miller, good morning, Missy. Donna Cobb, Kat, how do you feel about planners? Help or hurt? I love planners. Are you kidding? I love planners. I have a link for the Erin Condren planner below. I totally believe in planners. I pre-plan in a spiral bound notebook if I have a lot of stuff and I need to kind of jumble through it, but then when I finally finish, that goes in my planner. Absolutely love a planner. So yes. In fact, I love a plan. Carlene, good morning. Merry Christmas. Carlene got herself a brand new Erin Condren planner for Christmas. Live with Mrs. Clark. Happy Thursday, Kat and Lions. Jennifer in Southern California. Jennifer. Prabhakar Kuhun. Hello. Kuhan. Irene Hartwig, good morning. Lynn Corp, I really like how you just jumped into the topic, chatting after. Okay, I'll try to remember to do that. Wisconsin Wellness, how many rounds of cleaning in a crisis clean again? I had a house guest and was sick. Another round of guests coming tomorrow. Okay, Wendy, that's Wendy. Pretty sure that's Wendy that has that question. Yeah, that's Wendy. Okay, Wendy, when you do it, it's 3 rounds total, usually. So it's 15 minutes in the living room, 15 minutes in the kitchen, 15 minutes in the bathroom, 15 minutes in your chair, recuperating, hydrating. Then do it again, then do it one more time. Usually that's enough, 3 times. And then if you need to do it again, then rest and do it again, however many times it takes, but hopefully 3. Brittany Brooks, you keep me on my toes like my mom did before she passed away. Oh, that's so sweet. Thanks, Brittany. Christy Hunter, how much is too much for kids ages 12 and 9? After Patreon chat, I've made them chore sheets with morning and night routines plus 1 job a day in their room. Is it too much to give them 1 house chore too? They're doing their room every day. So that's normal. That's like a routine, right? And their morning and night routines are routines. These are things they're going to do every day for the rest of their life. So those don't even count. A job a day in their room and a house chore wouldn't be too much. As long as each of those jobs is like 5 minutes. Don't overwhelm them. Erin Condren Planners, Larry put the link up. Life with Mrs. Clark. That quote, inspect what you expect, is one of my favorites from you. Thank you, Jennifer in Southern California. Absolutely. And if any of you are new and you've never heard me say that before, I always say with children, inspect what you expect. You can't tell a child to do something and not go check to see that it was done, because chances are it wasn't. All right? And then you're firm but kind with them. All right. Even with older people in your home, inspect what you expect. Shannon Inkelken, your teen video was so good yesterday. I wrote all the morning routines down and put the reward is getting their electronic screen time. No one yelled or fast. Teens did a great job. Awesome, Shannon. That's outstanding. Annika Guverts, I think. Annika, I love that name. Good afternoon from Belgium. We leave our tree until January 6th, 3 wise men. Yep. And we usually leave, in my family, we leave the manger scene or the creche up until the Epiphany. So, same thing. Mommy is a lion just here. Have I missed much? Yeah, you missed the what we talked about, but we just talked about children's routines and cleaning up after Christmas. So you can go back and watch it, but you're here for the questions, so that's great. We're happy to have you, Mommy is a lion. Resourceful Mama, Kat, would love to see your kitchen and how organized it is. Well, you won't be seeing my kitchen except when I'm doing videos with Mr. B on Kat and Mr. B. That's when you see my kitchen. I just don't think it's necessary for me to show you my kitchen. I don't want anyone to feel intimidated or judgmental. So you're not going to see very much of my home. You just see little snippets of it. I mean, it is tidy like this all over, but occasionally I'll show you something, but not a lot. It's not about me. It's about you. Okay. Let's see. But thanks for asking. Catherine, Conrad, are there notifications for Patreons? Yes, it comes on your email. And thank you for signing up. I'm so happy to have you as a patron. Amy Novitsky, what if your kids do not respond well to new routines? You just reinstate them over and over. You model them yourself. You model them yourself. You inspect what you expect. If they are very resentful because they've never had to do this before, it's new. No one likes change. No one, kids or adults. You're going to stand there with them and guide them through it kindly but firmly. This is what we're going to do from now on. Mom made a mistake and didn't make you do this before, but this is really great because this means you're growing up and you're going to be able to do these things for your kids one day, right? So that's how you kind of do that. Roxy, we leave our tree up till Easter, family tradition. Darling husband's father was sick and could not travel, and darling husband told him the tree will stay up till you see it. Okay, I hope it's fake. Marty Watson, hey big sister, my family comes in town for Christmas January 6th. I'm finished with decorations. Take it down now or wait till it's so it seems like Christmas. You're finished emotionally with your decorations, Marty? You can take them down if you want to. You can take them down. It's up to you. If it were me, January 6th, I'm not sure if I would leave the tree up or not. I probably would leave the tree up because you have an artificial tree, but it's your call, not mine. You're the CEO. Whatever makes you feel good. If you're done, take them down. It's not the end of the world not to have a tree in the house in January for you, right? Morning, Mr. and Mrs. B. Deborah Holcomb says, is there anything better than fried bologna and coffee, Mr. B? He's such a country boy. Should you let your kids get used to their routines first before adding other chores? Absolutely. Just like I tell you, I don't want you to add your basic weekly plan until you've got all the plates spinning. Remember the thing about the stick, the wobbly stick with the plate, just like at the circus, and they spin them until they get them going flat and they're not doing this. So when you get all your routines all worked out, then you add your weekly. Once you get that added in and it's all worked out, then you add in your zones. Now, I give you about a week for each one. So you might want to give your kids a week, but that's a very good point. Thank you for bringing that up. And I love it. Antonia, I'm teaching my daughters to finish the process. They tend not to finish what they start, and it's not very helpful. What else can I do? It is very helpful to teach them to finish the process. You're teaching them a new thing. So you're going to encourage them, be respectful of them by asking their opinion, and but it's just an opinion. You're the CEO, and then you get to make the final thing, which is we will finish our processes because we're going to have a tidy house. And so they don't really have a choice on that, or else they just can't come in that room, I guess, if they're going to continue to mess it up, right? They're teenagers. Surely you don't want to ban them to another room. That would be mean. Antonia. Just be firm but kind. This is what we're doing, so pick it up. Or I can put it on the natural consequences list in the kitchen. If you don't want to pick up, that's fine. I'll pick it up, but here's the consequence, your choice. I always go with natural consequences. That's probably the best. All right, let's see. I missed a few. Let me go back here. Becca loves fried bologna. Many wins. Hi, Kat. Liz from Texas, hoping to get prepared and using Fly Lady methods through the new year. I'm overwhelmed. Don't be overwhelmed, baby. Take in a breath. Throw that overwhelmed feeling into a big bubble and blow it away. We are not going to be overwhelmed. There's just no need. I love my bubbles. No need to be overwhelmed. What we're going to do is mini wins. That was mini wins. We're going to just take one day at a time and know that one day builds on another. You have to start somewhere, so we're not going to make up for lost time. We're going to start today. Always start today, okay? Okay, I hope you've watched my video, Mini Wins, on how to do the Fly Lady system for newbies. On my homepage, it takes about 40 minutes, and that will give you a big overview of how to do this, and then just watch my daily videos, and I'll tell you what to do every day. But until your routines are down pat for at least a week, I don't want you to go to weekly. Till your weeklies are down pat for another week, I don't want you to go to zones, okay? And don't worry, we'll look at your stuff and say, I see you, and I have a plan for you, and let it go. You are so firm with Marty. I am? Marty, my darling, am I too firm with you? Let me know. We leave our tree up until the Epiphany too, Shannon says. Ola Rodrigo says. Jessica Nielsen, should kids get monetary rewards for certain chores? Something I know are done just because they are part of the family. Some are, but what about bigger, more intense chores? Absolutely. You can give them rewards, monetary or other, for doing things that are out of the ordinary. You get paid for doing things that are out of the ordinary, right? If you work a job, you get paid for that. So I don't have a problem with children learning that certain things earn them a reward. That's fine. I rewatched it last night. Thank you, Mini Wins said. Awesome. How to do the Fly Lady system. Okay, Larry put it up there for you, Mini Wins. Amy Novinsky, this is After the Fact. Sorry. Thanks for answering my question today. I'm new here. I've been watching lots of your videos, and they've been so helpful, thinking of signing up for Patreon. Awesome. I'd love to have you there, Amy. Kate Huson, and welcome. So glad to have you here, too. Hello from London. Hi, Kate. I love London. It's so gorgeous. Okay, let's see if we have any new questions. I don't read that language, I'm sorry, but if you put it in English, maybe I could read it. Okay, anybody else have a question or concern? No? Okay, I'll just wait a minute. Marty, big sisters can get a little bossy. Doesn't bother me. I do what I want anyway. I decided that I will put everything Christmassy away, but the tree and dish towels. I love your choice, Marty. I hope you don't think I'm bossy. I love you so much, and I know that you do what you want to do, so maybe that's why I talk to her that way, because she knows me and I know her. All right, let's see. Anybody else? Most agreeable. At what age do children begin routines? 4. Carlene, I have a question. When I started first Fly Lady, I just kind of jumped in. I didn't do it gradually. Should I go back and try and start week by week? No. You've been in here for a while. If you jumped in, unless you just feel totally uncomfortable, Carlene, but I think you're doing pretty good. You know, if you can do your routines and you can do your weekly and you can do your zones, then keep doing it. But you're the CEO. You make the decision. If you feel like you're uncomfortable, you never really got that down pat, you keep skipping it or whatever, then drop back to routines. Then add in the next week your weekly, and the next week the final thing, the zones. However, you'll notice that you're doing weekly things anyway because it's part of life, like buying groceries. Those are things you do. Pay your bills, hopefully. You know, balance your checkbook, make a grocery list. But you can wait. It's up to you. You're the CEO. Isn't that awesome? Gosh, girl, guys, I've got 30 thumbs up. That's so awesome. I appreciate it. Any other questions about children's routines? Here's Charlene. My son, who is 8, does his morning and evening routines, but I have to remind him daily. It's been a month. He does a great job and swipes and swishes and his room, but I have to remind him. You'll always have to remind him. Don't worry about that. That's just part of being a mom. Don't forget to do your routines. Don't forget to do your routines. Don't forget to do your routines. One day you won't have to, but right now you have to. And just remember that's the commitment you made when you said, I'm going to have this baby, right? I want to have a baby. And this is part of it. It's like when you get a dog. I have to feed it every day and walk it every day, you know, and bathe it and take it to the vet and all those things. And I'm not fussing at all. I'm just saying, remember, we have to always do this. Okay, I'm contemplating taking down our decorations early. I'm anxious to get back in order, or maybe it's to get in order. Mommy's lying. It's up to you. You run the show, girl. Most agreeable. How do you for ironing into laundry? How do you incorporate ironing into your laundry routine? Seems like it always piles up and takes more time. If I ironed, which I don't, on purpose, I buy things that don't require ironing, plus I take my things out of the dryer immediately or I drip dry them. I have one blouse that I iron, and I iron it as soon as it's clean. So I would say if you've chosen to iron, then you've chosen to iron as it comes out of the laundry. So you're going to have to add some time into your day. But that's my opinion. You do it the way you want to do it. You're the CEO. But I will tell you, as a Fly Lady, I don't like piles. Piles are our nemesis. So if you can go ahead and say, okay, I'm going to iron once a week, and that's what you want to do, that can be your weekly chore. It may take you an hour. Or you're going to do it daily as it comes up. Maybe that just takes a few minutes. I don't know if your ironing board and iron are always out. You have a place for that. Mine is hung in the laundry closet and I hang the iron there, so it's a big deal because my laundry closet, I have to get it out from over the machine and stand it up in my little hallway. And yeah, I don't like to iron, so I choose not to. But you get to do whatever you choose to do. So if you need to iron, that's something that you have a need to do, then my suggestion is do it in little bits. But don't let it go over a week. Okay. That was most agreeable. You're welcome, Carlene. Thank you. Catherine Stolfus, what is the best way to do general cleanup throughout the day with homeschooling, tidying, vacuuming? I have 4 kids, 13 to 4. Okay, you delegate. That's what you do. 13 to 4, every single one of those kids can do something. And you can do something at the same time. When you have a large family, even if you have a small family, there's always going to be extra things. So if somebody needs to vacuum that spot, you can get the 4-year-old even to vacuum. You might have to get the vacuum out and put it up, but the 4-year-old can vacuum and get great joy in doing it. Tidying, everybody tidies. So that's how I do general cleanup with a family. That's how. Now, for your weekly home blessing hour, that's also delegation. You guys can all take something to do and get it all done in a short period of time. You don't vacuum every single day in your house, but I understand that there are spills and things like that you might have to get or sweep. Sheen Bean, I don't balance a checkbook. Please motivate me more on that. Maybe in Patreon? I will. I'll address that in Patreon, but I'll talk about it real quick right here too. Balancing your checkbook is critical. As a banker, I saw people who had just huge amounts of money in their account and they would still overdraft because they think they have more or they forget something's going to come out. So it's very important to balance your checkbook on a weekly basis. On a weekly basis. You might want to do it more often, but on a weekly basis. It's part of your basic weekly plan when you do your desk day. It's not as skippable. Okay. Rachel McKee, I think I will need to do 15 minutes undecorating sessions to get everything cleaned up this January, currently 34 weeks pregnant. Oh, yay! Yeah, that's a good idea. I wouldn't spend more than 15 minutes anyway. Undecorating one thing at a time. That's fine. And then finally your tree might take a little longer. But yeah, you can do that. Absolutely. I love that idea. Don't go past 6 more weeks of getting it cleaned up though. Ivana Sladoja. Hi, this morning I got up late. I did 3 things. Bed made, got dressed, in that order. Wait, I did 3 things. Bed made, get dressed, in that order. I feel good anyway. Thanks again. You're welcome. I'm assuming you brushed your teeth and washed your face and maybe made some coffee. You just have to go back and swish your toilet, wipe out your sink, empty your dishes. You can do that. My kids are emptying the dishwasher for the first time, Sheen says. Right now, it's a miracle. This also cost me $1. Okay. I hate piles too, most agreeable says. Marty says, Charlene, I have 2 adult sons. As children, one was great with routines, but the other, who was gifted but stupid and now is an attorney, couldn't function without mom and dad follow-up. I think Marty's addressing the thing where she said, I'm still having to tell him every day to do his routines. Robert is not stupid, but I know what you mean. He was like hard-headed. Nah, I don't know. He's adorable. I love him. $1 well spent, Emanuela says. I confess I'm a piler, Deborah says. Yeah, you got to stop the piling. That's what makes your house look messy. Larry's saying, if I missed your question, please put it in the comments at the end and I'll reply later, okay? And Annika, I iron once or twice a week and watch a movie while doing it. Great idea. Dickie, my husband is a big kid. He loves leaving the decorations up to the New Year's. I'm ready. It starts looking like clutter. DH is so sweet and helps me a lot. Should I insist in a nice way? Why don't you compromise? Say, baby, we'll leave the tree up, but all the other stuff I'm going to put away. Can you help me, please? That's a compromise, okay? If it's making you crazy, because I know sometimes it makes you crazy. When you're done, you're done. Marie Pacheco. Good morning. Love your videos. What time do you usually start in the live videos? I start them all over the place. Lately, I've been doing them in the morning. I don't want to give you a time because it's not necessarily something I can meet, a commitment I can't meet because I have different things in my life. So it's just when you get your notification. If you miss it, though, you can always watch it. And you can always put questions. Nita Gulchin. Oh, that reminds me to start the Christmas savings starting with tomorrow's paycheck. Yes, Nita, absolutely. I've already started mine. I start mine in November because I want the money to be there in November. So I've already started it. I always hear the advice in November and think, that would have been a great idea. Yeah. Make bed, get dressed. Bed made, get dressed. Get it? Yes, Ivana. Charlene, thanks at Marty. Amy Novitsky. Can we have our kids do part of the morning routine, like empty dishes and swish and swipe? Yes, you may. Yes, you may. I highly encourage it. You're teaching your children how to be independent adults. You have to start young. Thank you, great idea, Dickie says. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, no more questions? It's been 30 minutes. How do you do the savings? Here's what you do. You set up a separate savings account. Make sure, first of all, that it's not going to cost you money to have it. Some savings accounts require you have $300 in them, or they're going to have a fee. Some just require you have a direct deposit in your checking account. You can have as many savings accounts as you want. Credit unions are even easier, but just have a separate savings account. Figure out how much you spent this year on your family. If that was a reasonable amount, you feel like you didn't go over or you weren't shorting anyone, right? Figure out that amount, then divide it by the number of months in the year, and then put that much in the bank every month. Or divide that month into weeks if you get paid weekly, or twice a week, twice a month if you get paid twice a month, and put that much in every single month. And so that in December you'll have the money. I like to have the money in November, so I start mine in November. But if you want your money like December 1st, then you need to have the money in there December 1st. So you may have to short yourself a little bit next year, or you may have to increase it a little bit if you're starting late, because we're already at January. So you're going to want to buy presents at least December 1st, maybe earlier. And you can take money out of it all year long and buy Christmas presents. Just make sure you have a list and exactly how much you intended to spend on each person. And when you buy the present for that person, mark them off your list, and remember where you put the gift. You might even want to wrap it and put a number on it and put a corresponding number on your list, so people won't say, this is for me, right? So that's an idea. And also, let's say you had a $25 limit. You found something for $15 and it's worth $35. You're done. Don't spend the dollar amount. Spend the dollar value, okay? And you even got a more expensive gift than you planned on that one. Do you have a Christmas bank account? Yes, I do. That's Lisa. How do you get motivated to do some returns for something I don't want to do? You mean you have to go to the store and return things? You just do that on your errand day, put it on your list of things to do, and that's the day you do it. And you don't have a choice. You have to be firm but kind. Listen, your little inner child doesn't want to do anything, girl. You're in charge, right, Sheen? Plus it's snowy, and I know that's a big excuse, but it's true. So just do it on your errand day. My kids do swish and swipe, Christy says. I have 2 boys, and so they swap weeks between swish and swipe and dog duty for our puppy. Yay, great plan. Deb for Life says, awesome idea. Mommy is a Lion says, oh, I'm going to do this. Okay, great. All right, ladies, I love you so much. I want you to have a fabulous day, and I want you to remember all day long and every day that's right, you are beautiful.